Hello, hello, hello. It is Helen here and Henry, my little mate Henry over here. Hello, online crew. How are you today? It is your online crew captain, Helen, and I've got Henry with me today. And we've got so many things going on for this Facebook Live. Very, very exciting. So much going on, so much to update you about. It feels weird not being on live with you for a couple of days. I miss you. But I give you a couple of days grace from me jumping on live. So if anyone is jumping on me live with me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. Say hello to Henry. Predominantly what I do here is help home-based business owners bring their business online. So leverage social media to learn how to build your business online using modern online strategies. No more chasing anybody about your business. No more old school sort of tactics. Leveraging the internet and social media to build your business online. So that's what we're all about here today. And once a week, I do jump on and talk about a personal development, sort of mindset type topic, which is what I'm here to talk about today, about focus. Are you all over the place? Do you know how to focus? So that's what I'm here to talk about today, because once a week I do jump on and talk about that. And then the rest of the week I will talk about business. But I do have a couple of updates for you first. So let's talk about those. Big gratitude to all of you out there. My page here hit over 10,000 likes over the weekend. It's almost at 10,050 in the last day. So huge thank you to you guys out there, the online crew, for supporting me on this page. I had over 10,000 followers a little while ago, but we just hit the 10,000 likes. And if you know anything about Facebook pages, that actually gives me new features on this page. And it enables people that interact a lot on this page to get the top fan badge. So you'll see, some things changing on the page now that I've sort of hit that milestone. So I do want to say, a big thank you to all of you for supporting me on this page. That's awesome. I also have got the new group. If you were with me live last week, I told you about a new group that I'm starting this week. So that group has been created, and you want to get in that group within 72 hours so you can be a founding member. Now, whether this group is, related to you or not is another thing. So what the group is concentrating on, there's a few reasons why people are on this page here with me. Some people just love the inspirational quotes and the motivation. Some people are here for, the personal development and the mindset type training. But majority of you are here, for the online strategies, building your business online through social media. Etc. So this group is purely sort of concentrating on that social media side of it. So if you've got a home-based business and you are keen to, build your business on social media and keep up with all the tips and strategies that I train on in relation to social media, then you want to be in that group. That group actually enables me to store some training on it in the group, which I cannot do here. So there's some technical training that I've done here showing you how to do things, and it just gets lost in the news feed because there's no way on a public page that enables you to, store the information. So in a group, we're able to do that. There's just lots of things that I can do in a group that I can't do here. Hey, Cole, how are you? Awesome to see you on live. Hope you're doing well. And when you get bigger, your page gets bigger, you want to make sure that your content is going out to the right people. So if I've got a group of people that are purely concentrating on growing their presence, growing their brand, growing their influence, growing their business online, and you're in that group for that purpose, then, you're going to, not miss any of the cool stuff. So I have put, hi Brady, how are you? I've put the link to that new group up above in the description section. Now, if you know anything about social media, I often tell you, don't put links in the description of your video because Facebook is going to kill your organic reach. Now, this is the risk I'm willing to take. I know this video might not get pushed out to many people in Facebook because I've got 2 links in my description section, but I'll get around that in the next few days. So up above is the link to the new Facebook group that I've created. So that is called Social Media Strategies for Home-Based Business Owners. Bit long-winded, I know, but specific for a reason, for search terms and things like that. So the link to that new Facebook group is up above, free, completely free, guys. So you can click on the link and access, and I'm not going to put anybody in the group for at least 24 hours. So it'll just stay pending, but we'll get you in that group within 48 hours, because if you're in that group within the first 48, it may even be 72, I'm not 100% sure, hours, you get the little founding member badge. So when you create a group and you jump in quickly into that group within 48, 72 hours, you get a little founding member badge that you can keep especially for you. So the reason for the group this week and why you want to get in this group is that I'm doing a special training. So it'll be Friday morning my time in Australia. It'll be Thursday night in the States. I'll give you plenty of warning about the exact times of that. It'll just be half an hour after my normal live time. I am doing a special training only in that group for, how to build your influence online. So if you are building your business online, you want to learn how to increase your influence online and some of the strategies around that, I'm not doing that training on this page. I'm only doing that training in that new group. So click on the link above for the new group, request access. I'll approve that within the next 24 hours or so. So just make sure you're in the group before the end of the week, because you don't want to miss that training on how to build your influence online. Okay. Now the other little update, I'll get to the training regarding focus in a minute. The other update is if you would like to learn how to brand yourself online. Last week, if you're with me on training on this page, you would be aware that I posted a little some writing from Facebook saying that if you are doing anything on your personal Facebook page other than business, then you risk your personal Facebook page permanently being shut down. So how do we get around that? We set up a different type of page to promote our business. So if you would like to learn how to build your brand on Facebook, I am starting that next week. So next week, that's starting again. This will be the fourth round that I've run this particular, course on branding. Hey, Eric, how are you? Lovely to see you on live. So I've got the link above as well. If you need to learn how to brand yourself online, then that's starting next week, and the details for that are up in the description section. So you can check all that good stuff out up above. So let's get on to topic today. Our personal development topic is focus. So are you all over the place with your business, with your life, with your health, with your finances, whatever it is? Are you all over the place? And do you need to focus? So I've just got 3 quick tips. There are a lot of tips around what will help you to focus, but I've got 3 main tips that have helped me. So I just want to share those with you. So is that cool? If I share those 3 tips with you, send me some likes and loves if you think this will be helpful. Because I know when I'm not focused, I just waste a hell of a lot of time. So you go in this direction, you go this direction, you get distracted by this and that and whatever, and you never end up meeting the goals that you really want to achieve. So 3 quick tips for you that I'm going to go through today. So number 1, and this is particularly relevant to those of you that are pursuing some kind of home-based business online, is that you've got to be wary of shiny object syndrome. This can even be relevant in your personal life with things like diets and exercise. Oh, it's keto one day and it's no sugar the next day, or it's the 5 and 2, so you don't eat for you're on limited calories for 2 and then you eat normal for 5. Like, there's always a new fad. There's always a new exercise routine. There's always something new regarding, losing weight or exercising, and particularly in business. And when you get on social media, stuff comes at you from all different directions. Guilty. Who's guilty with me? Whether you're on live or watching the replay, put the word guilty down below if you've been subject to shiny object syndrome. I didn't realize when I first started looking at Facebook regarding online strategies and how to build my business online is that the more you look at, the more Facebook sends you. So I started to look at some online stuff, and unbeknownst to me, Facebook has then pinpointed me as somebody that's interested in looking at online stuff. Have you ever experienced that when you've looked at a camera online and then suddenly up in your feed, you're getting hit with all these ads about cameras? Facebook tracks everything we do. Martin, how do I lose weight by only eating junk food? I think you're going to struggle with that one, Martin. Although, did you watch that documentary about that guy that, was it for 3 months or so? Only ate McDonald's. Only ate McDonald's for about 3 months and just dropped, now don't go and do this, Martin. And just dropped all this weight, but he was a very, very sick guy. And I can't even remember the reasons why I dropped all the weight. But that's not a reason, Martin, to go and eat McDonald's for 3 months. So you might have a little trouble there. Only eating junk food if you want to lose weight. Brady, guilty in the beginning, but I'm getting better with practice. And this is like the tip number 1, is that you've got to be very wary and mindful of that shiny object syndrome, because Facebook's going to keep sending you stuff. The more you look at, I bet it was glorious, Martin. The more you look at, the more Facebook is going to send you, because it's pinpointing you. Oh, Helen's opening up this and this and this and this. So we'll send her more of this, this and this and this. So what I got caught with was all these, online marketers with webinars, this and I'm on this webinar and I've got this ebook and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm drowning in information and completely overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, you do nothing. So you get really stuck. So there's no chance of you being focused when you are looking at anything and everything. You really have to dial down, particularly online. Even things like, like I was talking about before, like diets and exercise or something like that. Just choose one thing that works for you and stick there. I know, I've looked at various things, various sort of food ways of eating and lifestyle and stuff like that, and you start something, then you stop because it didn't work because life got in the way, and then you start something else, and like guilty all over guilty. So I've done it in business, and my personal life. And I know lately, Nigel, this is part of the 3-hour tour. What does that mean, Nigel? I'm not sure what you mean. Just explain what you mean, Nigel. And ahoy, matey. I haven't taken my my hat off yet. This is our online crew here. So we represent a community of home-based business owners that are building their business online. And I have embraced, the vision of when all our businesses are rocking. We are, I don't know if you can see it down here today, but my little replica cruise ship, we're all on that cruise ship, sipping cocktails underneath this palm tree with your captain here. And the reason why this is so small is because they're kids' hats. These are not adults' hats. So hats don't fit well on my head anyway, but these are actually kids' hats. So it way doesn't fit. But let me get back to topic. So you really need to be wary of that shiny object syndrome, and particularly in business, you've got to just, stick to the one thing. Just stick to the one thing. Nigel, can I lose weight by only eating wallaby? No, I don't think so, Nigel. If you're looking to cut corners in diet, exercise, business, things like that, it's probably not going to work. So, it's boring as it is. A balanced diet, regular exercise, all that kind of wah is really the best long-term strategy there. Hey Crystal, how are you? Hello Helen, I'm late, but I'll catch the replay. Miss you too. And thanks for, drop me the palm tree emojis, guys. That's the emoji for my page here. How many calories are in a crocodile? Now you're just playing with me, Nigel. I'm going to get back on topic. So the number one tip is really watch out and be mindful for shiny object syndrome. And when you know you're going there, stop yourself. Just get yourself back on track. Stay with the one thing and see it through, or a couple of things and see it through. But when you're looking at anything and sort of everything, it's really going to slow down your progress, and you're not going to be focused on what you need to achieve. Brady, 3-hour tour was part of the song from Gilligan's Island. Shame on me for missing that. Thank you, Brady. That's so cool. Yeah, just got it. Penny just dropped. Wasn't that the coolest show? Love that show. So tip number 2, let's move on. Tip number 2, in staying focused, you've got to know where you're going. So many times we go off track and in a completely different direction than what we should be because you've lost direction of where you're going. So whether this is health in your life, in a relationship, where are you going with it? Are you going somewhere, or are you just wasting time in something that's not going to have, a good ending? The weight, the health thing. What's your direction? What do you really want to achieve? You've got to know the end goal to stay focused. Otherwise, you might want to get from here to here, but you're going to end up over here and over there, and you're going to go all over the place and probably waste a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of energy on things that don't really matter. So you've got to be very clear on the direction that you want and where you're actually going. So, in when you travel somewhere, let's say you're going somewhere new. So you need directions, you need a map. So you want to get from point A to point B, you need directions on how to get there. If it's somewhere you've never been there before, and you don't have any directions to get there, when are you going to get there? You could end up over here, then over there, and it might take you 3 days to get somewhere that could have taken you 30 minutes. Does that make sense? So just let me know, send me some likes and loves, and put some palm trees down below if that's making sense to you. You've got to know your direction. Nigel, where did I get the hat? The hats are kids' hats, and they are from a cruise that I took with my family last year. Around, lots of islands, the Isle of Pines, and I've even forgotten where we went now, but they were actually off that cruise ship. So we bought them for the kids, hence why it's so small. I just forgot, it's gone off the screen now what you were saying before. You want a hat like that so you can wear it in the... Okay, Nigel, you're still playing with me. So let's get back to the third topic for staying focused. I need to stay focused and ignore your comments, Nigel. So the third one is follow your own path and not everybody else's. So this is particularly important with a home-based business. And if you're in something like network marketing, direct sales, or something like that, you're all offering the same product. You're all offering the same business model. You have no control over a lot of things in that business. So it's not your own. And this is why personal branding is so important. So how do you stand out from the crowd? How do you get people to buy off you versus buying off somebody else? So this is where the personal branding comes in, and being you and not following all the sheep, not looking at somebody and going, oh, they've had all the success over there, I'm going to do exactly what they did. You can use that as guidance, but you've got to find your own voice, your own presence, your own uniqueness, because the only thing that does actually make you unique is the fact that you're you. So don't try to be somebody you're not. Don't try to copy somebody's things that are not congruent to who you are or what you're doing. You need to create your own unique brand and stay focused with that. Otherwise, you're going to look around at other people, have compare-itis big time, and go, I want to do what they're doing. Oh, this person's having success with that. I want to go over there. So like, just as an example, like with social media, it might be, oh, they're doing that on Facebook. Oh, but they're doing that and having success over in LinkedIn. Or they're having success over in Instagram. Or they're having huge success on Snapchat. And you're doing a little bit of everything, following people that are having success in different places, and you're getting nowhere because you're not focused on any one thing. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, just put the word sense down below, because it's really important with focus to know what you want, not what you think you should do because somebody else is getting success in that area. And really what I want to highlight here with focus is that it is all about you. And in business, let me put a business spin on this now, is focusing on your brand. How do you stand out for the crowd? What do you stand for? What do you want to be known for? What can you bring value to people on? Those kind of things. So we really need to be focused on our own path, not everybody else's path. If you concentrate that much on everybody else's path rather than your path, then you'll end up wasting a lot of time and being really unfocused, because you're going to chop and change and chop and change and chop and change, and it's going to be difficult to get, you where you want to go. Okay? So that's just the 3 tips that I want to get, regarding focus. And please, when you're thinking about, focus, not only those things of eliminating, the shiny object syndrome, making sure you've got a direction and following your own path, not anybody else's. Focus is also a large part of that, is eliminating distractions in your life. So if you've got people that are not healthy, around you, that take up a lot of your time, that are, not supporting your cause, then you may not be able to eliminate people, but eliminate the distractions. Eliminate your phone. Eliminate your email, your messenger, your phone going off all the time when you are focused on doing a particular task. Have you ever tried to do something or had a to-do list for the day? You get to the end of the day and go, I didn't achieve anything that was on that list. And you think back and it's like, what the hell did I do today? And it's probably because you've been distracted by your phone, your email, Facebook, things like that. So when it really comes down to focusing as well, you've got to manage your time in this busy world and this busy life that we have, particularly on social media. So I hope that just gives you a little bit of insight as to sort of how to stay focused, because it's really easy not to be. And there's a lot of people that are busy out there. A lot of people that, I'm so busy, but how productive are they? What kind of results are they getting? So most people are busy in life, but they're not being really productive or getting any results. So unless you really focus, eliminate distractions, know where you're going, eliminate, the shiny object syndromes, those kind of things, then it's going to be really hard for you to get where you want to go. You're going to roam around for weeks and months, maybe even years, chasing something that's almost impossible to get. Okay? Martin, thanks, Helen. No worries, Martin. It's awesome to have you on live. So for those of you that have been on with me live, awesome to have you here. Those of you on the replay, make sure you're putting the word replay down below. And don't forget, up above in the description section, there is a link to my new group that's going to have that special training in it, how to build your influence online. So Friday my time, Thursday night, if you're in the United States, I'll put more details about that in the group. So I'll approve everyone into the group in the next 24 hours or so. If you get into that group within the next 48, 72 hours, then you should be getting a little badge which says that you're a founding member in the group. You can only do that for a group within, I think it's 72 hours. After that 72 hours, then, it's a free-for-all, and, that opportunity is gone. So it's a good opportunity to get in early and get that little badge. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will look forward to seeing you live then. Okay? Bye.